about things that are affecting our faith, things that we're going through as a community. And today, on this episode, we are going to talk about church hurt. You know, when you go to church, you expect to feel loved, you expect to feel comfort, you expect to feel safety, right? You expect to feel safe in the place of God. But then sometimes it never goes as planned. People will hurt you, people will gossip about you, your leaders will make you feel like you don't belong, and so everything like that. So today we're just going to dive into this to help others that are feeling hurt by the church, to also help the church to not make others feel hurt by it.
Yeah,
Right?
people have to feel free in church.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Brother Oshnaga, have you ever felt like, you're hated by the church? Have you ever felt like someone is gossiping about you? The leaders are not giving you the feeling that they're supposed to give you?
Obviously, when you go to church, you have different expectations, yeah.
Yeah.
And we are not saying when you go to church you are going to find righteous people. Obviously, we all go astray, and
Yeah.
we are human. So there are scenarios where someone offends you, and it's something that is understandable.
Right.
But you asking me to say, have you ever felt out of place or
Yeah.
hated? Definitely. Definitely, yeah. There are some people in church that even if you try to understand the situation, but they are just too much. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they are just too much. Especially that a church is a place of freedom. It's a place where people have to feel a sense of belonging.
Sense of belonging.
So if people are too much, and it's also contradicting to your spirit. It's not giving you that freedom. You need to flow freely in the presence of God, and it hinders your spirit, especially to my own perspective, I think.
Right. So we should understand that in the community, we have different types of people, we have different kinds of people.
Yeah.
So if let's say we are the church, we're the people that people are coming to, right? We have to be welcoming, we have to be warm to accommodate every type of person, every kind of person, because people are different, right? People are different. And then youths are coming in church, they are going out of church, and we don't know the reason. But I think we should take church hurt seriously, because that could be the reason. Because youths can come today, wabola ku church, then they stop coming, and then you're like, you should be coming to church, but you don't know that maybe something you said made them feel a certain type of way,
Yeah.
or something their friends, their peers said at church, said, oh, ujama nkala so, they're like, oh no, kuja ku church, no, yeah. So we go through a lot of things, but we go to church to feel loved, to feel the love of God. Then man, you're back church, bakuzonda, back church, bakushita gossip. So those are some of the dynamics that we have to bear in mind.
I think like what I can say about most people that especially that cause negatives to other members, those that are victims of bringing hate, bringing conflict, and division in churches, are actually victims or signs to show that those people are not actually children of God, or those people don't actually carry the Spirit of God. Because if you carry the Spirit of God, despite you being human, you will know how to handle people, especially in a church environment. The Spirit of God is all about love. It's all about submission. It's all about you putting yourself before others. So
Right.
for those people that don't show love, those people that are victims of bringing conflict, bringing division, selfishness, those are signs that those people don't have the Spirit of God in them. Yes.
Right. I think that's a very important thing to underline. Like, for you to actually be a welcoming person, for you to actually make someone feel good, make someone feel like they are safe, you have to have the Spirit of God in
Yes.
you. So if you don't have it, then you can't make someone feel like they have come to God, like they've come to Jesus. Yeah. So what would you say is the problem? Like, what is the problem really with the people that are making other people feel like they don't belong, with the people that are making people feel like they are nothing? Like, what is that thing that makes them do that? Is it that they don't see those people like uyuanga chiteso, or they just don't have that thing in them? Is it that they make them feel they look down on them, or maybe they
Um,
just
as I said, first thing is lack of love and empathy.
mm,
You cannot pretend when it comes to love. So lack of feeling compassion for others will cause you to hate others in
right.
different ways. Also, selfishness and the entitlement.
Mm,
When you're given a position in church, mostly because these people that are causing hate are actually those people with positions in church leaders in different church departments. So when you're given a title in church, you feel you are above others because
yeah.
you feel you are much better than others.
Mm,
For example, let me just go through a Bible verse. John, First John chapter 2 verse 9. It says, uh, anyone who claims to be in the light but hates a brother or sister is still in the darkness. So those people that are in positions to lead various church departments feel
mm,
they are much more better than others,
yeah.
forgetting they were just given that position to guide, because not everyone can be a leader. So
Yeah.
obviously one has to be there so that there should be always a final
Should be
agreement.
order. Mm,
Yes, there should be order. Exactly.
mm,
So I think feeling too much of themselves
mm.
makes people behave in such a way.
Okay. Okay. So people, the leaders are making people feel like, hey, nizaenda kuchurch because they are
Yeah,
mighty. Yeah.
there are even people in churches where they feel if I'm not there, then there's nothing.
Yeah.
When you allow pride to control,
To control you.
then it will truly destroy you. When you allow pride in any area of work, in any area of responsibility, where you allow pride, it will definitely kill you.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So there are certain things that actually make people go from church. There are certain things that
Yeah.
make people leave church. So what are some of those things, like aenda choka mom church? What are some of the things that make youths like us leave church? What are some of the things? I know that one of them is talking about how they dress. How they dress, maybe avara ka
Praise God.
miniskirt, then mwaboya mwamuuza ati hey, uzazivala so hey, chan, and you don't know how to talk to that person. So I think that is one of them, talking about how they dress and not knowing how to bring it out. Because you can talk about how someone dresses. I
Yeah.
can come to you and say, no, don't come with a short at church,
Yeah.
because you men love shorts when you're walking around, but then you come to church with a short, then I tell you, no, don't come with a short at church because this and that and that and that. Not the bwana che vundu. Hey, usas bwana short ku church. Hey, what do you think? Hey, what da, da, da. So there's a certain way that you have to talk to somebody for them to just understand what you're trying to communicate. So I don't know, what are some of the things that you've noticed that make youth leave church?
As you have said, the way people or leaders rebuke certain people in church, because we have different ways of perception, or how we perceive things in our minds is different. The level of your mental strength is not my level of mental strength.
That's
So
right.
what I'm trying to mean is how someone will take a control or to be controlled in public, and how another will take it. It's different.
Yeah.
Some people are weak, so pastors have to, or any other leader have to have that ability. That's why I talk always about the Spirit of God, because if you are a leader and you have the Spirit of God, it will always guide you on how you speak to people. So you have to have that ability to know how to speak to people in public, or rebuke people, or control people. It might be your fellow leaders, it might be any other church member. No matter what kind of situation, you have to know how to speak or handle that situation, because there
Yeah.
are pastors who would even rebuke you on a microphone. Okay, they will shout at you on a microphone.
Aye.
There are others who will be shouted at, and they'll be just like, "Oh, sorry, Papa." They are okay with that, but there are others
There's some
who
have
feel
fragile
insecure.
heart,
Yeah. So if leaders don't consider to say our members are different with the way they receive information, or how they handle rebuke or control, it will be hard for them to keep those members. That's one of the reasons why people leave. Actually, one of the major reasons is how leaders talk to their members
To the
in
members.
public, how they rebuke or control their members in public. Yes.
But the Bible says that he rebukes those he loves. So
Yes, he rebukes those he loves, but how do you rebuke those? Because maybe you have tried, there is obviously someone who makes a mistake.
Yeah.
You have noticed that this person usually does this most of the time. How many times have you dragged that person to the corner and talked about that same mistake? And have they changed?
right.
See,
So it's just about how you talk to them.
how you talk to them
how
matters.
you bring out the point.
Yes.
And we're not saying you should stop rebuking, or we are against talking about certain things.
Yeah,
but
obviously
how?
they have to be rebuked.
Yeah, 'cause,
we
yeah.
have to be rebuked.
Yeah.
When you're wrong, you're wrong. But how you are rebuked matters. How you are controlled matters.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I see. Also, I think it's a thing of maturity.
Yeah.
Because there's some certain believers that are not yet in that form of maturity, because the way a leader can talk to the immediate down person is not the same way that they'll talk to the last down person, because they have different levels of maturity. So
Yeah.
if you make a mistake and talk to Ujawaku last, you talk to them like you're talking to the one that is immediately under you. That's where the mistake comes in, because those other people are not mature and they won't take it.
Yes,
It's a
especially
thing.
that you are a spiritual person. People, we are humans. Obviously, they'll say, manje baza or bama pempera baja. You know how to people to say, bama kamba ni bana ba mulungu. But look at how he talks. Look at how he was speaking to me. People feel offended. Even me, I think if you rebuke me in public in a way that I feel, I mean, why should I stay? Yeah, so why should I stay? When I want peace, especially, there are people who just want peace, and then you just go and, just for a simple mistake, you just go and rebuke them in public, make them look stupid. See?
I see,
So,
I see.
yeah.
I see. So, but another thing that makes people leave, another thing that I've noticed is a failed relationship.
Failed relationship, is
Yeah.
it with God or?
Like, not with
or-
God,
or-
but with someone. Maybe you're dating someone, you are in a relationship with like a girl in church, then you break her heart, and then she decides, yeah, I've gone, and then they go just like that. So how would you talk to somebody in that situation? How should they deal with it, you know? Should the relationship really make you leave church? Like, you're not there for that guy, you're not there for that girl, you're there for God. So should that really make you leave church? I've seen a lot of people leave church like that.
Oh, it's my first time hearing about.
Serious?
Yeah, it's my first
There are
time
lots.
hearing about a person, either male or female, leaving church because of a broken
Yeah. They
relationship.
leave because they're
So-
like, ish, they hurt me.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Why? Oh, okay. Before I answer the question, because I didn't have an idea of that. So, would you leave a church so that I get something from you because of a broken relationship?
Honestly, I can't.
You
I
can't.
can't. Yeah.
Why?
Honestly, I
Why
can't.
can't you leave church?
Maybe also it depends with the level of maturity. I mean,
Uh,
because right now I can't. I honestly can't leave church because Mamuna and Pwanya Mtima. I can't. I can't.
Do people know why? Okay, I think maybe it's also how we expect the church to be. Maybe those kind of people expect the church more of, what can I say? Because if you leave a church
Mm.
because a guy has broken your heart,
Yeah, it means you don't know what you're there for.
yes, definitely you don't know why you are
Yeah.
there. Because I mean, are you there for the guy? What does your guy has to do with your
With your
spiritual
relationship
life?
with God. Mm.
Yeah, so I think those just need counseling and guidance. Yeah, definitely. Those, especially that I would have wanted to maybe have a conversation with one so that I can clearly get their reason
Yeah.
why
Why they
would.
left church
Yeah,
after
before
that.
we say they shouldn't leave church. Maybe
Yeah.
they have their own reasons why they leave church, but
Maybe
it
it's deep.
yeah, the people we are different.
Yeah.
So the way I look at things and how others look at things are
Mm.
different. So we
Yeah.
can't stand or pose our opinion on others.
On others.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But then what do you think we can then do
Mm.
for people to stop leaving church? Like, what are the precautions we need to take? Kuti, this, or no, maybe not. Let me not even say that. What is the advice you could give to somebody that has been hurt before by the church, and they want to leave, or they actually left? But what advice would you give to them to say, Iwe, ni so na so na so na so na so?
Okay. Before I answer the advice I would give to someone who left church because they were hurt, I would like to talk about how the church has to be, like the major. So the
Yeah.
main thing is about the church being. Someone has to feel at home.
Mm-hmm.
If someone feels at home, no matter how much they hurt, they
Yeah.
are hurt, they'll still go back home.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
true.
the main thing is about the person feeling at home in that church. That's the reason you go to a place. Obviously, you try this church, you feel you are not free. You are not there. Then you try another one. So that's until there are people I've seen, even my friends, who be like, ninaendako kuchurch kuja pati. I wasn't that free, but
Yeah.
ukukwe naenda at least mutima uli open. Yeah, so it's about freedom. You don't have to feel bound to church, because how are you going to be communicating to your God? How is your spiritual life going to be if you are bound? I mean, you'll be limiting your spirit, and the spirit of God has to move freely. So people, any church you go to, you have to feel at home, you have to feel free, you have to, if each, I don't know about you, for me, each and every day I go to church, I go there for a purpose, and I have to get it. When I return home, I have to feel free. I can definitely testify to say, especially before I came to Lusaka at home in Choma, whenever I don't feel free, if I go to church, I'll feel like everything has just changed. Yeah, everything has just changed. Not that I'm pretending, but just you feel that freedom. No matter how much you try to confuse yourself, but you just feel that you are free. So that kind of freedom, if each and everyone has that, no matter how much the church offends you, you will stay. But if you are not free in that church, if you are not finding the reason you are in that church, then it will be hard to stay in that church.
It will be hard. Yeah, it will be
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I hear you. So you have to have a reason.
Yeah.
To like, you have to know what you really want from the church.
Yes.
Because I think some people go to church for status,
Yes.
for vibes.
Some go because especially maybe that's where your mother goes, or your
Yeah.
parents go.
You
You
just
you
go.
follow. Yeah, because there are also homes where whether you are staying there or you go to visit, you follow the
You
rules
have
of
to
the
go to
home. Baenda kuchurch,
Once
bonse mwaenda kuchurch.
Once. Baba hapa ni boys.
Yeah, and there's a way people take it, especially those that take church to be a traditional way of life,
Alright.
whereby even if you don't even feel the spirit, but you're just being pushed, you pushed.
Yeah,
It's so it becomes a burden. So church also doesn't have to be a burden. Whether it's church leaders, don't make spiritual life of members to be a burden. It has to be a free will. So it is up to church leaders to teach people the truth about Christ, to give more light and understanding to people, so that they understand, so that even if whatever they are told, it doesn't feel like a burden. There are acts in church where we talk about people are still struggling with giving tithe and offerings because they haven't understood, why should I really give? It's a burden.
Yeah.
It's still a burden. They give, yes, because ni church, but in their heart they are not
really know.
convinced. They are not convinced. They
Yeah.
don't know, because maybe the church hasn't yet broken down and given light to the members.
Right.
Yes.
That's true. So we need to, as leaders, those people that are leading there, you need to take his point, lead people, tell them, teach them, why are you doing this? Why are certain things the way they are? So that they know what they're getting themselves into.
Yes.
Because there are people that go to church because their families go there, because they want to be known as someone who goes to church,
Yeah.
or they don't want to be left out. They don't really know that this is a place where you find God. You have a relationship with God. Yeah, I hear you. But then, what are some of the, values that people should learn? Like, as you have said, that they should be taught. But what are the things that they should be taught? Like, what are they teaching them? Like,
The members.
Yeah. What are the leaders teaching the members? As your point was going, I was like, okay, yeah, but what should they be taught? What are they going to learn? What are they being taught? Is it being taught that, kuno koma bwera, the Spirit of God koma bwera, kuno you've come and you're finding God, or is there something that you're alluding to?
I think when we go to church, as I said, you are expecting something. I think the issue of teaching is teaching obviously about Christ,
Yeah.
the way of Christ, how to live with Christ. The Bible has a lot of verses teaching us how we interact with people,
Yes.
our expectations, how to react to challenges, how to react when someone offends you. So again, there are people now, it's those members that always, for just a small mistake, you feel.
Yeah.
So they also have to be taught, like, you have to have a major reason to leave church, not just because of a simple thing. Utakatakata, spiritual life, like the kind of that kind of heart where you are just too weak.
Yeah.
If you know the purpose of you going to church, that it is me and Jesus, I think you won't consider, because obviously we didn't just mention more other reasons why people leave church. There is gossip,
Yeah.
the which is one of the most common things in church. And
yeah.
if someone is kuchechi ndiye kuliva so na kukombo kwa wamako better naenda so there are a lot of things that why people leave church, but man na members bafunika bazie bati if they don't have to activate the flesh to be higher than the spirit. When you are a spiritual man, no matter how many you are hit, how much things of the world come towards you, you will still stand firm with Christ. You will not mind what about people.
I feel the teaching part should also include teaching people on how, not only how to act when you feel gossiped about, but you also teach them, don't gossip. Don't
people
do this,
people have to be taught. Because which people have to be taught on how to live with others. Yes, there's a
Because there are certain
verse.
times you are gossiping about your friend. You are doing what? You are making people feel a certain type of way. So those people that are making people feel like that should also be taught. They should also be sat down. Not only those who are leaving, no, even those who have remained, they have the problem.
Yes. So Proverbs chapter 10 verse 12 states, hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers all wrongs, emphasizing the importance of love and forgiveness. So if you hate you anything, like you hear a rumor, you are a church member, then instead of you saying, but I rumor iri bwanje, you are adding up negative things instead of you are try at least to bring out a positive.
In a positive way, yeah.
Then you are not solving out things. So as you are saying, church members are supposed to be taught love, and what love is. So people, because again, what I've noticed is people feel love is all about giving and taking.
Right.
So even the love thing, the people don't really understand that love is actually putting yourself in other people's shoes, putting yourself before people. Yeah, saving before people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think even love has to be broken down. Despite us knowing about the fruits of love, which is joy and what, we just say those things, but truly there is nothing that is out that we can present to say this is true love, especially in church.
Right.
So people have to be explained about the fruits of love, and that it's not just about reading about it in the Bible, it's living what scripture is. True Christianity is about you living your daily life,
Right.
the fruits of the Spirit. Joy, not joy you pretend ukamuona chemuntu, you smile, you feel it's, yeah, those kind of things. Because people are good at that. People are good at pretending, but what you feel about the person when they are not there, that's what matters. What you say about someone when they are not there, that's what matters. So if you know yourself to say, ine olo nambo kamba pali uyu, then I can't bring a positive contribution, meaning you are a victim and you have to start working on yourself. Some things you need, it's working on yourself.
Yeah.
The preacher will do their part, but the major thing, it's us. That's why salvation is personal.
Yeah.
So people have to work on themselves also. Try. It's hard to love someone, obviously.
It's hard.
But with time, you find yourself free. You even be loving people who hate you, people who mistreated you. There are people with grudges to say, "Mwe bana nisungira vanti vaja." So those kind of things that are still there, that revenge, bitterness, is because people haven't yet understood what love is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a valid point. Well, for somebody out there that is like hurt by the church, that has been hurt by the church, that hasn't been going to church because they felt they are not loved, they felt they are wrong or something like that, I just want to encourage you to say, don't mistake the mistakes of people with God. Don't mix those things up. Yeah, they are purely for God. In as much as fellowship with other believers is very important, but then also you have to remember that those people are not what really brought you there. So you have to remember that God is there for you. You have to remember that God is the ultimate goal that you go to church for, in as much as you want to fellowship, and it's very important, but remember, you don't leave church because somebody gossiped about you or somebody did what. Learn to have, kwata mtima waba, accommodative. You should be accommodative to say, yeah, quite all right, this has happened, but okay, let me forgive them. I know it's very hard. It's hard to forgive people that have hurt you. It's very hard, but you just try, you try, you learn, you read the Bible, you pray about it, like, God, I'm here for you and not for another person. I'm here for you and not for my brother Oshinaga. I'm here for you, not for who. Then God will lead you like that. That's my encouragement to those people out there. Any final words that you have to say?
What we must understand is, even Christ did not come for the righteous. He came for sinners. So don't expect when you go to church, so you're expecting holy people. A church is actually for sinners.
It's a hospital for sinners.
Yes, a church is actually for sinners. It's for us who are falling short of the glory of God. That's our place.
Yeah.
So when you go to church, no, don't have that arrogant mindset to say,
Come
uh,
to pure people. No,
eh,
they are not pure.
no, he's talking to me like that in church. Sometimes just have that mind to say, oh, he's going to change. He, he's also a brother.
Yeah.
If you start looking at things like that, it will be very easy for you to communicate, to associate with the community.
Right.
When you start looking at things to say everyone is human, then you keep going, you keep growing, you keep teaching yourself. But if you want to take anything to say, this is what this person is talking about, you will never find a perfect church. You will never find a clean church, I'm telling you, here. Until you will just find yourself to hell at last, because time is also moving. Yeah, time is definitely moving.
Yeah.
So there is no time to start saying, when you are offended here, you move to another. When you are offended, this time it's you, this time it's your husband. You even start encouraging yourselves with your family to say, maybe us we just start staying because we are offended. No, you have to have a mind to say a church is a place where it's a transforming place, a place
Right.
of change. So expect anything from the church.
Right.
Expect anything from the church.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your views. Thank you so much for your thoughts. And we have come to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you have questions. We hope you have comments. Leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to comment your thoughts, your questions, so that we can answer them. And thank you so much for coming. From me, from my brother, it's goodbye and have a lovely day.